Diane in Denmark here, rah rah rah, Monday morning. I hope you're fine and well. I love Monday mornings, I've told you that before. I always feel like I get a fresh start, even if the week before hasn't gone according to plan. We just get in there and we get started and it'll all be great. Two things for you today. I'm going to give you the Flylady missions for the week. The cleaning and decluttering for this week is in zone 3, zone 3 and de 3. I always say it in French, I don't know why. Probably I throw back to the days that I worked in Luxembourg. I don't say in Danish. We're in zone 3 this week, and you'll notice that the Flylady missions are very firmly centred on the bathroom. Now, normally the missions will be the bathroom plus one other room, so that could be like the laundry room, your office, any kind of space that we're not using on perhaps a daily basis, but that we need to keep on our radar. But the missions for this week are very firmly centred in the bathroom, and that is probably because the next time we will be in this zone will, Thanksgiving will have been and gone for those of you in the States. We'll be into the month of December, you may have guests coming in. So I think the idea behind this week is that we really have a wee push on things so that we are ready to invite guests in, or that we can travel perhaps in the festive season knowing that things are okay at home. So anyway, I'm going to be doing a wee spot of zone cleaning in here, and I will tell you what and show you what I'm doing. And as usual, let me just put down my pom-poms. Make sure before you do any of this zone cleaning stuff that you're keeping consistent with your morning and evening routine, because hands up, I've been there, done that. The zone work, it seemed like kind of quite sexy and interesting, and I didn't want to do the other kind of daily stuff. But you've got to keep going with this morning and evening routines. Don't start doing any zone cleaning in here unless you are, you've dressed your shoes, you've done your usual stuff. And as usual, the easiest way I find is to have these things on an app. Maybe you like to use your telephone, maybe you're old school and you like to write them down. And I really like the writing them down and just checking them off. My morning routine is done. I am dressed shoes. I've done my LOL, my load of laundry, my LOL for the day. Dishwasher is running. I know what's for dinner. Got my outfit ready for tomorrow, because I do that when I'm putting away today's laundry. I'm about to do some zone work, and I've already been out for my run today. And I just want to also say to you, because I'll get a lot of questions about, what about if you're doing your exercise first in the morning vis-a-vis your routine. Just, get your exercise done and jump back in your routine wherever you are. So some mornings I'll have my run first, and then I'll do my morning routine. Other days I'll be halfway through my morning routine, get my run done, and then finish it off. And other days I do it once my morning routine's finished. So just jump back in there. Don't worry about, as long as you just follow your list and get it checked off. Don't worry too much about the timings of things. And if you missed how to make this, it's in my Flylady Refresher course playlist. It's all there. So anyway, let's sit down and I'll tell you what the missions are for the week. And you do not need to do all the Flylady missions for the week. You can pick and choose. If you're just starting out with zone cleaning, just pick one and get started. And I have the full list of possible things you can do in zone 3. And they're also, you can find these on the Flylady website. There's also lists, for children's rooms, office, all of those things. So I just kind of pick and choose what needs to be done. And I don't tick everything off. The idea is not to be ticking everything off every week. Hold on, let me just get that back in there. And I add to the list. If you've seen any of my cleaning videos before, sometimes I clean the extractor fan, sometimes I'm filling up the soap dispensers, I'm usually giving the plants a water, and you can see I've still got the candles going. I don't know if you saw my video on Friday, but I made a new version of my morning routine, how I get started in the winter mornings, because these dark winter mornings are not always easy, but I try and make it hooky with my candles and stuff. So if you missed that one, I'll put the link up there. Anyway, Flylady missions for the week. Okay, starting with first one stocking up with anything that you need for the bathroom. And again, this is, I think, with the holidays coming up in mind. Do you need toilet paper? What about medicine? Can you get that done this week? Add that to your grocery list. And remember, you don't need to go out and buy it today, but just get it on your grocery list for this week. And usually I don't stock up a lot with these things. I just kind of keep 1 month's supply because otherwise I feel like we're just, sometimes we forget what we've got. But coming up to Christmas, I'll maybe buy 1 or 2 months supply, so that also moving into January, when if the weather's bad or if anybody gets sick, we're not having to rush out. So you know, razor blades, toothbrushes, toothbrush heads, all of those things, anything that you'll be using in this zone. And I've told you before, I love to shop by zone. So this week I'll be thinking about things like toilet paper, and the week previously when we were in the kitchen I was thinking about, you know, rinsing, stuff like that. So try and shop by zone whenever possible. The second mission for this week is shining the countertops and the sink. Now if you're doing a swish and swipe every couple of days, then that won't be a foreign concept to you, but we're just taking a wee bit extra time to wipe off the surfaces. I'll probably do that today. Wednesday's mission number 3 is to shine the bathtub, that there, or the shower. And I find the easiest thing with the bathtub is when I'm having a bath, a bubble bath, then I clean it out when I'm in there. You know, I'm already in there, so that makes sense to me. But I'll give it a wipe outside today. And remember, many of these things, if you've got like small kids, where when they're in the bath, they can, you know, give them a cloth and they can clean out the inside. And you can be doing the outside, and you can be doing the sink. So just use those minutes when you're actually, you know, in the bathroom with the kids. That's what I always used to do when mine were small. Oh, and the shower, we've got little squeegee things, so we wipe down the walls every day, and we have quite a lot of line scale, so once a month I'll spray on the line scale product. It's another one of these Abella Smith ones, and just give it a wee bit more tender loving care. So that's number 3 mission. Number 4, Thursday's mission. Remember, you don't need to do these according to these. Thursday's mission is in the laundry room, if you're lucky enough to have a place where you actually have everything set up. Like in Britain, often especially for my family, my mum's washing machine and her dryer are both in the kitchen. So anyway, if you have a laundry room, tidy it up. Maybe you've got hangers lying there, maybe you've got clothes that still need folded. Perhaps wipe off the washing machine. And I have a lot of questions asking me about cleaning washing machines, that you find it gets mouldy. Be careful if you're only using those pods or liquid for your machine. What I do is I use the liquid for cool washes. Most of our stuff goes in a cool wash, but when I do a hot wash, you know, for towels, cleaning stuff, then I use washing powder, you know, the old-fashioned washing powder. And I use the stuff that is, it'll say on the packet that it's got optic white, or you know the really old-fashioned stuff. That works really great because it really cleans the machine at the same time. So if you're having problems with your washer, maybe you're not running it hot enough from time to time, and maybe you need to change out what you're using occasionally. Anyway, and then on to Friday's mission number 5 for the week. And remember, you can choose any of these missions, you can do them all, you can do whatever you like. In the northern hemisphere, we're going into flu and cold season, and the Flylady suggests that you take a rag and wipe down all the light switches that you've got, or electrical sockets. Now remember, never ever spray anything into your electrical sockets. What I normally do is I just dampen, and not soaking wet, just a wee bit of water on one of the Flylady purple cloths, you know, one of these microfiber ones, and just give them a rub off. Also, I've got my usual, you know, like cleaning spray. I would spray that on the rag. Do never spray into the sockets. I'm sure you know that. Anyway, let me get started. I'm just going to have a wee quick cleaning here today, and I'm going to do as I usually do, which is start with the feather duster. I've borrowed one of the kids' ones today. My kids each have one of these, and they're also great for removing spiders. If there's a spider up high, they can do that themselves now. And if you're looking for a great little gift, perhaps for your kids, get them one of these because they do look quite fun. Anyway, I'm going to start that, so let's be on our feet, off our bahukis, and let's get going. Right, I'm going around the room clockwise, and just the same as before, I always do the same thing. I go around clockwise and I get into all the corners, right down to the skirting boards, the baseboards. And we've still got quite a lot of spiders at the moment this season. Get along here. Up there. There we are. Down in the corners. Down the corner here. And I'll give this a really good shake out once I'm done. Done, done, done. Woohoo! Coming to the home stretch. There we are. Right. And these ones can be washed. They're really quite cute. Right, that's that done. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean the windows in here. Let me just get my scoosh scoosh. You see? There we go. And actually, in the bathroom, I keep glass cleaner, and I keep obviously a toilet cleaner, and I also keep I don't know what you call it, a bathroom cleaner. It's from the same series, so I can just spray it on and wipe, and I don't have to wash it afterwards. Anyway, let me get up, I've got the stool here. I'm just going to stand up here and do the windows. Right, and remember, no going up, oh, hold on, let me turn it around. No going up on chairs and ladders if there's nobody at home, okay? Don't end up getting your, losing my words today, Ed. Don't end up breaking your leg before Christmas. Okay, just hold on. Right, hold on, let me just also take off my jacket because it's quite hot in here. Right, put it on the back of the door. Oh, and I just noticed on the back of the door, that's where I hang up my dressing gown. And I'm still using my cotton dressing gown at the moment, but I'm going to change that one over this week for my terry toweling one. Right, oh, hold on. I don't want any comments about my bahookie, so I'll go around this way. Right, quick scoosh scoosh. And I've told you before, and I do the windows by zone. You know the weekly home blessing hour. I do the windows in the zone because that way it gets them done. And if you find anything that needs put away, there we are. I'm just going to do the countertops here because these are actually glass, so I can use the same product. There we are. Just turn my rag over, get into the corners. Right, I'm just going to leave that open for a wee minute. There we are. I have the candles going. Leave those for a minute. Right, on to the next one. Now a quick scoosh scoosh. And then I'm just going to do the actual window frame. Just turn this over. And then I'm going to do the flat surface here. And what you can't see is I actually keep a little basket here of cleaning brushes so that when I'm in the bathroom, especially around here in the shower area, I can get that done. Because last time I was here, I cleaned off the extractor fan. I'm not doing that today. Scoosh, scoosh. I'll tell you what, I'll just do the top of here while I'm at it. The top of the lamp. There we go. What, and I'll do the top of the shower head. Right, okay, gently does it. Okay, I've got one more window to do. Behind you. I'll just move the plant out of the way. That's going to go in the bath and have a little shower. Well, I'll put my other plant there while I remember. This little one. Right, I'm just going up behind you. You keep working. Scoosh, scoosh. I'm just turning the cloth again. Right. Window frame. And then a flat surface. Right, that's that done. I'm coming down. Right, this one's going to go in the wash. Oh, and I'll tell you about a few things in here. Behind the bath we have the washing basket, and I like to have a fairly small washing basket because it means that we make sure that we're actually washing stuff. I mean, I've seen these kind of huge washing baskets that you get, but that to me is overwhelming, and then you kind of procrastinate and you put things off. So I like to keep out a small washing basket. This is my running top from this morning, and it just goes behind here, behind the bath. So it's kind of, you don't see it when you come in the bathroom. And I'm going to take this downstairs and empty. This is our little pedal bin here, and I'll give that a wash out when I'm done. So I'll just put that beside the door so I don't forget when I go. And another thing I've already brought it through, I change over the mat in the bathroom. So this one, that'll get a good shake and it'll go in the wash. So I'll just pop that in the basket there just now. And this one will go down. I'll vacuum the bathroom once I've finished filming this little video. I wouldn't annoy you with the vacuum sound. But I'm generally speaking, I change the mat in here every 10 days, but if you haven't done it for a long time, maybe you want to swap them over, at least get it washed. The same if you have a shower curtain. And the last thing that I have here hiding like behind the bath, along with the plant and the candle, are towels. And I told you before, I keep them, I married them a long time ago, and I just find that works for us. We have towels for guests actually in the drawers in the guest bedroom. So these are ones for the family. So maybe you want to have a look if you're going to have guests coming next month. Is there anything that can, if you've got any grotty towels, let's get them out there. Maybe they can go to an animal shelter. And I've just spotted one thing here. This is one of those hair things that I use. I don't like this one so much. So I'm going to take this and put it in my bag for the clothes swap party. I've got one in a different type of fabric that I prefer, so that one can go. Put that over there as well. And the rest are okay. And when I have these face cloths, when the face cloths get grotty, I cut them up and I keep them here in the bathroom. And those are the little cloths that I use for when I'm doing, when I'm swiping, the toilet, do my swish and swipe. And I use them and then they go straight in the washing basket on a hot wash. I use them a few times and then they go in a bit. So that was a wee update on that. Right, okay, and then I'm just going to do some of the windows in here. Not the windows, the mirrors. Let me see. Oh yeah, we'll do another couple of minutes. Oh, I'll tell you what, we'll do the sink and the bath. Okay, let's move those. Just give it a wee scoosh. And you can see underneath we have this sensor light. I told you about that the other week. We had it put in when we had the bathroom installed here, and it's been really useful because if there's a sensor in the hall, so if anybody is out when it's dark, this little light comes on and you can adjust it so it switches off automatically after 2 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes. So it's really useful if somebody needs to get up and you know, go wee during the night. Right, underneath there, I'll just get underneath. There we go. And I just took a fresh cloth and I've given it a wee bit of water on it to dampen it. There we are. Okay, that's the thing. And let me just take a separate one, a new one, and do the bath. There we are. Move these back. Right, let's go the other way. And I've just given the plants a wee shower. Quick scoosh scoosh. And remember, you don't need to spend hours doing this. And this is the whole point of having zone cleaning, that we can do a wee bit every month. And just that very fact of being consistent with it means that it's never ever going to get too bad. Right, just going around the back here. I'm just going to go around the other side. Where's my spray? There we go. I'm coming round the mountain. Coming round the mountain. Right, just put my spray down here. Turning around my rag. There. Okay, that one's going to go in the wash as well. And let me just wash my hands and come back to you. Right, sorry. Just wash my hands, put a wee bit of hand cream. One last thing I was going to say about this zone is, you know how I love to shop by zone, you know, shopping for kitchen stuff when we're in zone 2, shopping for bathroom stuff when we're in zone 3. Maybe you need to make a note that you need to get a new shower curtain or replace one of your bath mats. But the other thing I like to do by zone is self-care, you know, like little pamper missions. So whenever we're in zone 3, I like to have a wee look in the kitchen, in the cupboards here, in the cupboards, and see, you know, is there a face mask that I could use, or, you know, we've all got kind of bubble bath or shower gel that we haven't used. You know, maybe you can have a nice bubble bath this week when you've taken the plants out again. Just let's use up what we have in this area. Don't be hanging on to you know, perfume or lotions and potions. Let's use them. And as I said in my new morning routine video, you know, just that very fact of lighting a candle when you're in the shower in the morning, maybe you can just take an extra minute and use one of your really nice shower gels. You know, don't save them, please don't save them for a special occasion. Every day is a special occasion. Anyway, I'm going to get vacuuming in here while I'm uploading this video, and I'll put down the new bath mat. And the other one, as I said, has gone in the wash. So anyway, I hope you have a fantastic day. Nothing else to report apart from woohoo. I'm going out with my friend Anne-Marie for Lebanese food today. Woo, love that. Flylady Tuesday is Plan and Play Day. And I know we talk a lot about the planning, menu planning, whatever, but please try and plan a wee bit of play for yourselves, whether it be having a coffee with a friend, going to see a Christmas pantomime or the Nutcracker, whatever you do. Anyway, I'm meeting up with Anne-Marie today, so I'm looking forward to having some Lebanese food with her. Anne-Marie's my Danish friend who is the architect that I've known. I first met her because our sons, who are both 19 years old now, they started on the same day at nursery. Her child started and my child started, and we were in the room for the staff, and we're like, oh, you know, how are they going to? So anyway, so I've known Anne-Marie for 17 years? Yeah, it must be 17 years now. So anyway, I hope you have a fantastic day. All I've got left to say is live long and prosper. May the hookah be with you, and I shall see you very soon. Okay, bye for now.